Well, good morning, folks. Another frosty day up here in Vermont. It's about 4 below or so when I get up this morning. But that's warmer than it was yesterday, because yesterday I went out to take some photographs early in the morning and it was 8 below zero. I ought to have my head examined sometimes, I think, but I don't know. My fingers, Mr. Bubby, got a little bit chilly. But I had a lot of fun. You know, I like that frosty morning where it's crunchy and the snow kind of sparkles. You know, it's just like a diamonds all across the top. It is a beautiful, beautiful settings. And I got some great photographs that I'm going to put on, and got quite a bit of video. And it was good to get out of the house for a little while. It's good not to be snow blowing so much. I got a few days off until the next storm. Well, we're making some raised donuts today. Yeah, don't that sound like fun? But I'm going to make them a maple syrup dipped. So those ought to be pretty good. Well, I guess my yeast is ready. Look at that, will you? Foamed all the way up to the top. That stuff is working. Well, to have, let me go over my little recipe here. It's kind of simple. I've got 2 tablespoons of butter, melted. I like it melted, but not hot. I got 4.5 cups of flour. I got a couple chicken eggs. I wonder if you could use duck eggs. Those would probably work too, wouldn't they? I don't know, eggs and eggs. So I'm going to whip these up just a little bit and get them kind of mushed together. Hope you all had a good Christmas. I got to see my grandchildren, of course, and love their smiling faces. Okay, so there's the eggs, and I have about 1/3 cup of sugar over here, and I got about a teaspoon of salt. Did I get everything? I think so. Yep. What I need now, I guess, is a adobe hook. If I can find her. Here you are, down here in the corner. Now this will have to knead this for about 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to let it set before I cut the donuts out. Then I'm going to let them raise up until they're ready. And then we're going to fry them. So, start in by dumping in some flour. I don't dump it in all, I save a little bit out. Dump in the eggs. I want my stirry thingy thing over here. There goes my furnace. Comes on every time I start to do this, but that's okay. It's keeping my ass warm. Alright. Eggs. I'm going to put the butter in. I like scraping these out so they're easier to clean up. You haven't got so much butter caught in there. That's done. So now we're going to add our sugar. And last but not least, the salt. Can't live without salt, you know. You gotta have some sodium in your body. And now, this big fluffy, look how fluffy that is. I never had one pop up so much. I hope I put the right amount in. There she goes. Ooh. To have it foamy like that, it's kind of interesting. Of course, when I put my little bit of water to activate this, I put in about a tablespoon of sugar with it, and that yeast loves that sugar, you know, it eats it right up. There. Put that over here. And now the fun part. We're going to mix it up. going to change it around here a little bit so you can see a little better. There. We'll put it up to second gear. Cleaning up all the sides in there, so you know you're getting a good action with it. With this though, I don't need to do anything more to it because it's looks just about the right consistency. So we do still need to let it spin for a while. Alright, put this over here, move this knife out of the way so I don't cut myself, and flour up my surface. Oh yeah, this is going to be good dough. Take this thing off. Put a little powder on my hands. Get all that goodness out of there. Working out the kinks. Well, that should be about enough for a little while. Now I'm just going to put this right here. I'm going to let this rest for about 10 minutes and then I'm going to roll her out. My donuts, that is. So I'll be back. I think. If I can shut this. Okay, I'm back. So I let that set for a while. Now I got to find a rolling pin here. I'm going to cut them out and put them on a parchment paper, and I'm going to close them into my oven for, I don't know, 35, 40 minutes until they all raised up, and then we'll get the fryer lighter out and do some frying. Let's see, I need my rolling pin. Make sure I got plenty of flour down here. Don't want it sticking. All right. Roll, roll, roll your boat. I don't really know how many this make. We'll see. It makes what it makes. Of course, if you want a lot more, you could always double your recipe. Trouble with me is, if I have these hanging around here, you know where they're going to end up in. So, better that I don't make too many of them. Especially them jelly donuts. Oh, they're to die for. Wow, those things are tasty. Yeah, they are tasty. Like rolling out a pizza. All right, get my cutter over here. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like somebody took a bite out of that. And there's 8 of them. Cut that one all the way through, I guess. Take out my hole. We'll be using that again. The holy hole. Oop, gotta cut through that one. Guess I better turn that oven on warm, not too hot. The lowest you can get it, actually. Bake. Turn it till the light comes on. Then I know there's a little heat. You don't want it too hot or they end up cooking on you. Sorry for the bite. Was it me? Yes, it was. In the Navy, we had to, it was all done automatically, so we didn't have to even cut these out. We had a machine do it all. Same when we made bread, you know, we had the big machines that did everything, all the work for us. But when you had 5,000 people to feed, I guess you had to have something automated or you never get cooking done. Yeah, that aircraft carrier held quite a few people. I know in my batch of bread, I'd dump in 500 pounds of flour just for one batch. 30 pounds of shortening. 3 or 4 pounds of yeast, and some salt. Yeah. And after I baked all that, I put it through one of them slicing machines that sliced it all out. We used to get some of them weevils in our flour. We get a bag that had some of those. We didn't let it go to waste. You know what we had that day? Rye bread. Oh yeah. They cook right up just fine. Of course, we saved the good stuff for ourselves. Yeah, you gotta do what you have to do. Three, 6, 9, there's 10 of them. You get almost a dozen donuts. Oh, that's a fat one. That's okay. That's 11. You get just a dozen donuts out of that bag, so. I think we can make this one into one too. Shape it a little bit. Yes, sirree. There's another. And I'll just make a little donut ball out of this. Little waste nothing. There. So the next part is going to be boring, so I just have to get this to rise up where I want them to before I can fry them. So we'll be back a little later with a fryer later, and we'll do some frying. And then we're going to put some of that maple syrup on them. Wow. Well, I got into the frying stage here. Cooking them in this tea pail fryolator I got on Amazon. I think it works pretty well, you know. It's got that filtration system in it and saves you a little money on the grease. Yep. Got my chopsticks here. Flip them over. Oh, these things make some great French fries though. Oh, are they tasty. Yeah. I grow my own potatoes. Oh. I grow a lot of cucumbers because I like to make dill pickles. So canned up around 20 quarts of them this year. Of course, my peppers. In my flower garden. I love working in my flower garden. Keep this old fart busy, I do. I've got that maple all mixed up over there, but I gotta let them donuts cool off before we raise that up before I put 2 more in. Let it cool off, the donut cool off, so it'll hold the, there's that donut hole that was left over. I'll cook that too. Down you go. You can see over here. Yeah, oh, they're nice and light. Those are going to be tasty. Mm. Cookies is $3.75. It's an easy recipe, that's for sure. Yeah. Using that cartridge paper, you see, I don't even have to wash the pan. Good deal. Because my dishwasher quit. No, it didn't quit. I still do them. Yeah. Come on, there you go. This thing cooks up about a quart of French fries, so. You know, I only cook the French fries once a week because, you know, they're not good for your waistline. But usually on a Friday or a Saturday, I'll make up a whole quart of them along with a pork chop. Oh, that just melts in your mouth. Them store-bought stuff, I don't know. They taste like shoestrings. So I got up and watched my birds for a while. I had my coffee. Went live. I do that a few times a week. See about what other folks are doing. Do some visiting. Somebody to talk to, I guess. I usually turn that on live about around 8 o'clock. If I have some other friends that are on, I like to try to go to theirs before I come on and make sure I see what they're up to. Yep. One hand washes the other, they always say. Yeah, that ain't going to work with a stick, so I'll use one of these. That donut hole. Now unplug that. I'll leave that lowered. I'll put on my cover. We'll let that puppy cool off. Same with the donuts. Because we got to use up this maple dip. So when I get the dip in, I'll be back. If I can turn this thing on. Well, I guess they've cooled off enough where I can do some dipping. Oh yeah, they're nice and cool. I got a box here. I'm going to put them in after I let them sit after they dip for a while. These boxes are kind of inexpensive and they work great for storing food or giving stuff away or whatever you want to do with them. Now I'll put them in there. Drain off my hand for a minute or two. Yeah, this is pure Vermont maple syrup with, I mixed it with some confectionery. That should be pretty yummies in their tummies, huh? As I said, I got a parchment paper underneath this so it catch the drippings. Nothing like adding a few calories, huh? There's not that much on them that time you dip them and drain them off. But they do make a nice little glaze. Oh, this one's nice and fluffy. I did decide to wear a glove though, because I didn't want to get my fingers all sticky. Looks like I'll have just about enough of glaze to do them all. There. I think we got her done. See, my hands are nice and clean. So what do you think? They look edible? That glaze is just hardening up a little bit on the shell. Make them easier to handle. So, hope you've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed making it. And until next time, Papa Keith's saying so long.